Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jodie, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello. Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jodie.
I'm Aminata. And we're matching.
And we're matching twins today.
Twinsies. Amazon.com. What was this, like $14?
Well, more on this weekend's happenings with Mr. Amazon and Mrs. Amazon, or not.
Oh,
TBD. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Hey, Jacob, in the comments, he lost his job last week. This was all happening in the comments. So you guys have to come to you have to come to the show to get the live chat. I guess he got rehired, but best part of his week is that he watched There's Something Wrong with Aunt Diane, a yearly rewatch.
It's
what
time.
Do you think?
It's
I mean,
time.
Yeah. There's no controversy.
And what are we, last day of June, week of 4th of July, lots of hot topics coming up. We're going to be talking about what's going on Netflix is popping. I got a little surprise for everyone. Jodie's been doing a little watchy poo of something. And of course, we're going to be stopping in Browntown. But first, a little housekeeping.
Yeah, let's do it. I wasn't mentally ready for today. Lovely. All right. What do we got coming up?
Robyn's kitchen, like every time it really does like a visceral reaction. I just get really just scrub my kitchen sink.
Mm-hmm.
But coming up this week, big week on our show and Patreon, of course, you want to check out Girl Dinner because we watched RomCon. Men. Oh, just the best, right?
Yeah, I love a catfish story. So everyone should have done your homework, but you still have a day before that drops. It's a great little doc. I love it.
And if you haven't watched the documentary RomCon about a love bombing, I was gonna say Romeo, but this guy is not. So check it out. If you haven't watched it, you could still get a kick out of it, you know? Also, check out Patreon tier 2. Ooh, I see a comment there I'm going to get to. We're watching Aspyn's Royal Wedding Part 2. We're going to wrap it up. Brown family mosh pit.
The kilt comes out. Oh my, like you all remember this, right? But like on the rewatch, it's even more crazy how like Cody is not reading the cabin. He's not reading the cabin. And there's Mitch stuck with, here's the people he's stuck with. Cody, Tony, Nathan. That's it.
Nathan,
I think Solomon was in there.
Nathan's whose voice has just completely left his body, and he's officiating.
We needed to call it at some point here. Like you can't do it anymore. Okay.
And to round out the misogyny in a Brown family wedding, especially. Over on TRP, an episode of Girls,
the beach, because we're doing a whole month on TRP, which is also tier 1, but TRP is also its own Patreon. We started this thing in 2018, so we didn't know what we were doing. Anyway, we have a summer vacay month, so we chose Girls, Beach House, Kate and Nate, road trip episode, the middle, Hex on a Plane, Newlyweds, Celebrity Issues, and Three's Company, a camping we will go. So that's coming up this month on Total Request Pod. One last thing, if anyone's watching, is anyone watching And Just Like That out there? It's popping off. I mean, it's so bad, but like Pod in the City is finally, we're starting to get the flowers we have earned, I think. So head on over to Pod in the City. We have a live recap every Friday, and then we drop a full episode on Saturday, and it's really fun. And then lastly, next week, Kelly from Beyond the Blinds is going to be guesting with us.
And I can't believe it.
We might restructure that show a little bit. We're trying to figure out what to do with her because she's not like a sister-wise person per se. She's more of like a general celebrity gossip, like aficionado. So please give us topics. You guys can write it in the live chat or leave it in like the actual comments later. Let us know any topics you want us to touch on with her, and I'll send her a message with all those topics beforehand. Let us know. She knows everything. She like knows everything.
That's gonna be a fun episode.
I'm excited. No, it'll be. Her and Troy get to the nitty gritty of the celeb culture. Okay. Are you ready for some hot?
All right, let's get, yes. Okay. All right. Now, Amanda, first, can I just ask how little Sully, was it Chesley Sullenberger, is doing?
Captain Chesley.
All ears. Captain all
ears. Captain all ears.
I think you need to call him Cap'n. Like Cap apostrophe N. Only when he's being naughty. Cap'n all ears.
So always. He's so bad. But I also ended up intaking another foster, Mama Gray. Here she is. Now you guys need to listen to the backstory of this cat. It's a heartbreaker.
It's so tiny.
She's only Sully's bigger than her. She was a kitten who was impregnated by a man, and he left her. And then she had 8 babies.
Fucking typical. Like not once have I heard one of these fucking male cats sticking around. Just leave her.
No, I've never seen it. She had 8 kittens. And then there were 2 orphans.
Octo cat over here.
Seriously.
Like do it on your own. Here, you're like 3.5 pounds.
Well, they added 2 extra kittens in there that were orphaned by another man out there. And so she was feeding 10 babies. So she is skin and like you can like my hand will close like this around her back. So we're like, I'm like, if you want this cat fattened up, I'm the girl to do it because all of my cats are fat. So this will happen in days. But anyway, guys, look at this. It's so cute. Anyway, my organization is called pause4change.com. Or is it org? Maybe org.
This is so good. In comments, she's a single mom who works 2 jobs.
Yeah, she's so cute. I love her so much. And her and Sully are best friends because they're like the same age. It's poor girl.
How is she the same size as a kitten?
Because 10 babies were sucking her dry. She just got here, and it's weird. Like each of her nipples feel like an actual boob. So when I pick her up, it feels like there's 10 tumors on her. Like these need to go away.
Okay, I was just starting to like feel something for a cat, and that just like
Mama Gray.
Okay, what is going on? Remember my neighbor? They're fostering a dog that just gave birth to a bunch of dogs. And there's
big and it's
saggy
big
tits akimbo out there.
It's gross.
It really is. Like I feel bad for the thing. It's just hanging there lower than my That's it. You asked me why I care about these dogs. Finally, I've seen a dog that's been bearing the weight of some heavy teats just dragging around.
And then these boy cats and dogs are walking around out there expecting these to pop their bodies to pop back to where they were. They never will.
Oh yeah, booty popping. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, I have another pet thing to talk about really quickly here. It's funny. I just want to wish a happy birthday to this dog. Her name is Emmy. And this is actually the pic. Okay, so
I remember her.
Yeah. Hey, Emmy Golden. So
speaking of men, you want to tell us a story?
Speaking of great men,
this is really juicy. Actually, like, if you're here,
for anyone who doesn't know all of this lore, but
this is like in the vault from Amanda. Seriously, probably what 5-6 years ago.
Pre-COVID, it happened before because I was in New York when all this happened. My ex-boyfriend, so my friend Aaron, who I did a show with in Florida in like 14, got this dog, Emmy. And I don't even know like when all of this happened, but like this dog, my ex used this dog to stalk me for 2 years, which is how and then like had like a whole persona, created other profiles so that like, so I got a notification after we broke up from this dog because my friend had just gotten this dog from Emmy Golden from Facebook. And I was like,
Yeah.
of course, yes, of course, accept immediately, done.
Right.
It joins our group on Facebook. It's in the private group forever. Because of course,
you're like, oh, that's my friend.
And why would I ever be like, hey, Aaron, can I just make sure that this is actually you? So, yeah. And then, like, it joined our Patreon. And and then when all of that shit happened, he like ended up hearing me on another podcast, Patreon, joined that Patreon, then logged into my my own Patreon account and deleted all of the files, everything I had worked so hard.
So it was like a cross reference, and figured out that this Facebook account and this email account with the dog's face, that was your friend's dog,
Emmy,
an actual dog, that she actually has this dog.
It was her birthday yesterday.
Create an account. And yes, Auntie Krista, the dog was actually bacon fingers.
It was, but don't be mad at Emmy because the dog is very, but I just saw Aaron posted yesterday, like, happy birthday to my baby. And I was like, hey, this is the dog that stalked me, but happy birthday.
Happy anniversary of the time. Yeah, I had to get a restraining order.
So, but I like messaged her, and then she joined our Facebook group yesterday, and I was like, "This is you, right?" So anyway, happy birthday to Emmy. But that was a crazy thing that happened. It was like weird because like I was like, we were trying to all figure out between the Facebook group, the Patreon, like how would he even know I was on here? And we're like, well, this dog is on all of this. And then I messaged Erin. I was like, is this you? And she's like, I don't have a Facebook profile for my dog. And I'm like, well, I guess we need to like double check with people when you get a notification from a dog.
You know, it's really, you know, what's weird. Tell me what it is. Both of us were cheated on by men who are like, I really don't want to be in this relationship. But then when we're like, bye-bye.
Yeah.
And we say, bye-bye, you can go away now. They then they can't get enough of watching and listening to us.
They can't get enough of that content.
Give me more. What is this? Oh, because they're both
men.
That's it.
Okay. Yes. So anyway, that concludes our men bashing for probably not the episode, but anyway, for anyone who didn't know that lore, I hope you enjoyed that. Happy birthday to Emmy Golden.
That's right. We're about to shit on something else, and you know what that is? Train wreck poop cruise. Oh yeah, the documentary. Did you watch it, Amanda?
Of course, I waited until it dropped and till it dropped like a
no pun intended.
Jump. Yeah. Okay. Here's my thoughts on did you guys all watch this? Netflix really is killing it nowadays, and I think it's actually the cheapest of the streaming services. So,
although, have you noticed that you and I, every time one of us goes in,
I noticed?
No, you guys.
Oh my
God! I'm sure everyone else is doing this too. And we're like, as soon as you and I were like, yeah, we got Netflix we're gonna share. Everyone's laughing like, oh, that's cute. They don't understand that every time one of them's gonna log in, you're going to get an alert on the TV, an email, a text message, verify text message, then an email to verify that you have just.
Every time I click on Netflix and it just logs in, I'm like, oh. It's like
I'm shocked. I'm like, oh,
luxurious.
Yeah, you guys. Amanda's busy. That's why we can log in.
She hasn't been on Netflix today yet. Anyway, but yes, I noticed that. Anyway, did you guys watch Poop Cruise? Here's my thoughts on Poop Cruise. I think I said this to you. I was like, the way that it would barely even faze me to be handed a bag to poop in, I'd be like,
are you kidding, Amanda?
Like, you're giving me unlimited bags? Consider my poop schedule unaffected. I poop right there.
I had to watch this in stages. It was like really that.
I didn't eat during it.
Oh, I was legitimately feeling, as I'm sure a lot of people feel, like just immediate claustrophobia. Like I do think I would have had a panic attack and been one of those people that like goes crazy on bath salts and like jumps overboard.
Yeah. Okay. No, listen. The heat is obviously going.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I know the moment when your heart dropped and my heart dropped. Should we say what it is?
Oh, I don't know what you're gonna say.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, when they're talking, they're like, oh, okay, the power went out, right? Like, okay, oh, the power went out, but like, everyone go get your coffee, whatever. And they're like, then the power went out again. And then we heard the air conditioning go off.
Yeah.
I would be like, release the boat.
Well, then also the food situation.
No AC?
That's a real problem. And also, I would never go on a cruise anyway because I'm scared of open water. But like, here's what I thought, and I think that I'm seeing a lot of people on TikTok with this opinion too, where I'm like, everyone in the documentary seemed like they were doing a lot. Like by the end, I was like, you lived.
Okay. These three, the she was called Live, Laugh, Love. The Live, Laugh, Love girls.
Perfect.
Like, you're too old to be acting that way. Call that whatever. I'm like, you're middle-aged women. They were acting like college girls.
Oh, Edith says
they're still disappointed that they're not going to Mexico. Oh, I'm sorry. Those three women thought they were the women from the White Lotus. Oh my God, yes. You're on Carnival, ma'ams.
Yeah. Good Lord.
And when they were disappointed that they weren't going to Mexico to get their margaritas with salt on the rim on the beach, we're past that.
Yeah,
you're already biohazard.
You're in a floating diaper as it is. So now we're just like taking away some other things. But yeah, for sure. They were annoying. Also, there was that one guy who's like, I want my father-in-law to like me. Yes.
Okay.
This guy every time he.
I thought for sure you would know him. Like I was like, oh, this guy looks like a guy who would be on Doughboys, who's on Love on Netflix.
He looks like Paul Rust. But I assure you,
yes,
no Paul Rust.
Okay, now for the first maybe 10 minutes, I thought this guy who was talking about his father-in-law, I thought this guy was his fiance or girlfriend, and this guy was his father-in-law for a while, which is the sweet, kind-eyed single dad with his daughter there. That broke my heart because I'm like, he's just like a gentleman. He just wants to. He's sad from his divorce, and
I feel like that guy's new wife was like, you need to stop bringing up you're really
Paul Rust.
Paul Rust. Okay, go back to that last picture though with the dad and the.
He makes me sad.
You know what? You're doing too much. It looks like he's looking at the Titanic sinking right now. All they're doing is talking about how they had to poop in a bag a couple times. And it
was not pooping. They were walking through sludge. They had no electricity, no food. Did they have running water?
They were all acting like they were at risk of dying. Like the mother
were afloat at sea. They floated 100 miles north in the middle of the night.
You know what the biggest cock tease is when the other ship showed up and then they're like, no, we're not actually taking you. This is like when those people were in space and they kept sending stuff up and they're like, can't we just come back with you? And they're like, no.
And they're doing like YMCA to them.
Yeah. It's so sad. And then the other ship is like, that sucks. That looks
assholes. Those fucking assholes. Although, you and I would be like, oh, sucks to be yo. In our cabin with AC on the windows up. Letting all the cold air out.
I think that a lot of the people interviewed were really doing a lot. They were acting like they were going, like there was a risk they were going to die.
And that is how I would be acting. As soon as that AC went out,
I'd be pooping all over the place. I'd be using your bags. What?
Oh, you would be using my bag. I'd be fine with the poop. Like I maybe haven't pooped. I don't know. The poop thing, I can hold it, as you know. Oh.
I'm just saying.
When Charlie was in the hospital that one time for 2 weeks, it reabsorbed itself into my system. My body is a wonderland. It'll do what it needs to do. I wasn't worried so much about the poo. The pee, when it started pulling the boat and everything just started like water falling towards that side.
Were they not allowed to pee and poop in buckets and then throw it over the edge? Like, I'm actually asking that. Why would that not have been?
Probably not. Well, I would think that would be just like a bio.
That seemed like that would have been the solution if everyone just, how many times do you poop and pee in a day?
Okay, listen, I do think they should have told all the men, pee off the side. Or like go to the lowest deck, then pee off the side.
Well, yeah, but then poop in a bucket and then, or poop in a bag. Hopefully they're biodegradable, these bags. Like
chuck it out there.
Chuck it out there. I think that would have alleviated everything.
I mean, like, I'm sorry. Like, yes, the ocean should be clean and everything, but like, If it were you, would you rather some red poo on the bottom of the ocean, or would you rather be like packing it along in your suitcase for the rest of your trip?
I don't really care about the ocean.
I don't give a shit if your poo is at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, there's so much poo in the ocean. There's so much stuff.
I know.
Anyway, I thought everyone really made a bigger deal, but of course I wasn't there.
In fact, Amanda, if more people, if they just why don't they just empty the shit into the bottom of the ocean? Doesn't it all like ocean system?
I was looking this up, and there are like, there's sea rules, sea law. I don't think that you just said, I don't think the bucket thing was feasible because someone tried it and the wind made it come back to the lower levels. Oh God. Okay.
But that's why like you all go to a lower level.
Yeah.
Like, we're collecting all the shit lower level. We're going to just chuck it out.
Yeah. Cause you can hold, but then I feel like the second somebody says you can only poop once a day, then that's the day that my IBS is going to really act up. But really, we don't all use the bathroom that many times per day. We can probably all pee 3 times, poop once.
Oh, I'm going to I'd pee way more than 3 times.
Yeah, well, especially if you told me that I had to like not.
Wait, you guys, this is so stupid. Oh, hold on. This is a great comment. Oregon trailing how to survive the poop cruise is so perfect for you too. Okay, this is what we do, Amanda.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit. I just solved fucking poop cruise, the whole urine problem. Okay. I should have been this lady.
Oh,
okay,
I love her.
This is what we do. This is the red-haired captain bitch. Okay. Oh, by the way, this chick, yeah, we know you have sex. The Russian chicks, that's like, I was having sex in the other cabin. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Great. So this is what we do. In order to get all the urine off, I was going to say there's got to be like a pipe, like some sort of pipe around this ship somewhere. No, don't even need that. Pool noodles, people. Give each woman a pool noodle. Each cabin gets a pool noodle. You could cut it in pieces. Then we go sit. We fashion a little place to sit. Pool noodle up by our privacies. Straight out to sea.
I would be fine doing all of this. Like, yeah, I wouldn't want anyone watching me, but like for me to like poop into a bag that's like in a bucket, that's enough.
I'm talking about pee.
Well, peeing is especially
like a little pee, like a pee pipe.
Everyone could have a diaper.
That's gonna get full though.
I have a friend that like that him and his friend like got drunk one night and just like put on a diaper and they just like sat there with the diapers and just like saw. They would fucking love poop cruise. They're signing up for poop cruise. You might come. Well, I'm gonna hold you to this now. We'll take it out of our joint bank account. You need to come to Banff or come to Calgary. We need to hang out. I do. Yeah. I want to go to Canada. By the end of next year, you will have been in Canada. Oh my God. Wait, I have it. I'll injure my nose in Canada. Oopsies, my address. You just need to write down an address. And when you're Amanda, that's it.
Wait, like, what if we got legally married there?
Sure.
Because I'm sure it's like legal. Everything is there. You can love whoever you want.
Come on,
crazy business.
I'm never getting married to anyone.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Anything else about poop cruise? Oh, I just wanted to show this photo of a random woman that I feel like would be my mom, Carol. Just making sure that she's getting her fresh fruit and toast on the morning of the poop cruise.
Yeah, you got to eat it. Oh, Stampede Adventures. The Stampede is it's like you're walking on the sun. When I'm going this Friday with Justine, and I can't wait to sweat.
Do you have your cane, your walking stick?
That last cortisone shot did not take, and I have my cowboy boots, but they don't fit because my foot is so swollen. Scout. Anyway, what was I gonna say? That's it. Poop cruise.
Oh, okay. No cruises for me. In fact, I even thought to myself, would I go on a cruise? Like if I won a cruise, would I go? And I don't think I would.
We were gonna go on a cruise. I know we said that last time.
Yeah. Or we were like thinking like, some sort of like quick little all-inclusive, like a little jaunt. And then,
but now I don't really need all-inclusive. Neither of us drink anymore. So like,
exactly.
I don't really need just come here and we'll like hang out and be in bed by like 8. And you can stay with me, but I feel like we should just get you like an Airbnb. So we don't have to fart in front of each other.
Oh, that's true. That's worth it to fart. That's true.
I mean, I'm just thinking about the farts here. Okay, what's next on the docket here?
Oh, another documentary coming up. Speaking of cruises, how perfect is this?
Didn't even do that on purpose. Okay. This is a Netflix alert. We just looked it up. They haven't actually given a drop date for this, or at least on the preview that I just watched.
We're horny over this.
We're pretty horny. We did an episode, one of our very first girl dinners, maybe second or third. We just pulled up, or we just mentioned every true crime mystery that was never solved, or just a true crime story that we're obsessed with. Of course, Aunt Diane was first, but this was on both of our lists. Amy Bradley. So they're going to do on Netflix. Amy Bradley is Missing. It's obviously coming up this summer at some point. So there's a whole documentary just about this. Do you guys know about this? What do you guys think? She was found as she was missing on a cruise. People saw her sleeping on the deck. I believe her dad.
You'll remember she was on the cruise with her family. Like her brother remembers seeing her. She has a very short haircut.
Yes. Very nice.
If you saw it, you'd be like, oh, that case.
Well, it's in this picture. That's her.
Yeah. Oh, they think that the cruise band kidnapped her? Oh,
yeah. She was dancing with like one of the musicians. Those musicians, don't let your daughters date musicians.
Don't let your daughters hook up with anyone on a cruise, maybe?
Don't let your daughters
Don't let your daughter go on a cruise. Don't go on a cruise. Let's just all go back to this.
Don't date. Okay.
I mean,
so she went missing, but then like there were pictures found later from like a escort website that looks like her. And then people think they saw her in Curacao, that someone just said in the comments. So DVR alert for that. We don't know when it's coming out, but when it does drop, we will definitely be talking about that.
Yeah, we will. And you caught up on your favorite show, Food.
Food season 4 is back. Okay, so
The Bear. We're talking about The Bear.
Did anyone even know that this dropped? Because like I didn't see anything promoting this for me.
Stop missing it. Okay, I'm not touching it.
All right. Okay,
I'm not touching your food.
You're like, look at it. Last season sucked. It was really up its own ass. And then this is like part 2 of that season, kind of. And they immediately like fixed it. Thank God. It's much more watchable.
Okay.
We have episodes about like just watching service, which I enjoy, and like watching like the food. Last season was a lot. It was just up its own ass and was very pretentious. Now we're back to an actual storyline. So many great cameos in there. Rob Reiner had to get him on Ozempic. Rob Reiner.
Oh,
he plays a character. Kate Berlant was just in an episode.
Oh wait, Rob Reiner, isn't he someone on South Park that they like relentlessly go after?
Yeah, they had him in like.
I recently read that. I was watching an old episode.
The right person. I think he's in. He's the one that's like a director, but he was in that the Archie Bunker show, right? Hang on, let me sure I'm getting this.
Oh
right.
Yes.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah. I think he directed When Harry Met Sally or Princess Bride. Anyway, he's in. Why are we talking about Rob Reiner? I don't give a shit about him.
Because he's in The Bear.
Yeah, but like, who cares? I don't know why he's the cameo I decided to start with. Anyway, it's good. I watched that. I'm on episode 5, and it's back to kind of where it used to be. So if you guys fell off on season 3, I don't think you need to catch up on it. You can jump back in on season 4, and the energy is back to it's a good vibe again. I know
that one chick who stars in it. Least favorite episode of SNL this past season. Yeah,
she's unfunny. She's the writer of comedy, we say.
All right. Netflix. I mean, we're telling you, Netflix is hot.
Yeah.
The Ultimatum, Queer Love season 2. Is it done? Do they give you all the episodes or what?
No, a couple episodes drop. Last 3 episodes drop on Wednesday. So look, this is kind of a slog to get into, but I would say you can probably skip the first 2 episodes. I had a really rough weekend with a very problematic dog. I had to like tell him he's not allowed back in daycare. It was just a lot of so it was like hard for me to focus on this, but it was actually kind of nice to have on in the background. It's interesting to watch it with all women because the women are all like mature, emotionally mature. Like even the kind of terrible ones are still like human, and you can kind of like see both sides of things. Like one girl crying about her ex or whatever, and the girl that she's now like married to for like the 2 weeks is like, do you need a hug? And I just can't imagine a man saying that if I was like crying about my ex.
You're like, no, I don't want you to touch my boobs, okay?
Yeah. Tell me about it. But anyway,
hug.
You kind of gotta all it's interesting to watch because they're all like kind of relatable and like, again, emotionally mature. It doesn't seem like anyone's on there to just like, ruin anyone's life or hook up. There's a couple hookups though, and there's a pretty good reveal about like a Spotify playlist. This is how they get you. You got to log out of all your shit. But like a Spotify playlist came out, and then a couple girls got like matching tattoos, like nuts. And then they get back together with their exes, and they're like, "What's this tattoo?" So I love it. And all the girls are beautiful, but they're not like Hollywood beautiful. They're all like normal, gorgeous women, and I really appreciate that too. Anyone else watching the Ultimatum? I know you and me are the only ones that watch Love Is Blind, the Ultimatum, but
I can't believe it because to me they seem like such huge shows.
Well, yeah, but that's probably our algorithm keeps like showing it to us.
That's true. That's true. I did want to mention this question. Did we watch the Dateline Gilgo Beach episode? His wife is so creepy. I didn't watch the Dateline Gilgo Beach, but there is a somewhat newer Gilgo Beach mini series on something. And there's like 2 or 3 episodes. And I did watch that. And it has his wife, his daughter. They show his son. And they're talking with them and stuff, I'm sure, because they desperately need the money. And then it also has the BTK killer's daughter on it.
Oh.
And the wife, it is a very weird, sad, dark dynamic with that. And the daughter just recently said, yeah, I actually do believe my dad did it. And she was defending him for a while. Oh, thank you. It's on Peacock. Thank you, Julia. It's pretty wild. It's dark though. It's not a light watch.
By the way, you know what we forgot to say is Happy Canada Day tomorrow and Happy 4th of July to you.
Oh, that's right.
Down there,
Independence.
Yay!
Freedom.
We have fireworks in the background. In case anyone was wondering. Here, let's put in what about this? We didn't look through that. I like this. Let's keep it on this.
Oh, fireworks. All right.
No. Oh my.
Oh, before that.
Oh, what?
We have to mention the Jeff Bezos, Lauren Sanchez.
Can't wait to talk about it. Okay.
Okay, we mentioned it.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're moving on. That's it.
Does anyone care? Did anyone ever care?
No. And I will just say, I didn't think the dress was that great. I was underwhelmed.
Look at it. All right.
Underwhelmed.
Well, okay, now Michael.
Guess what Jodie watched and finished.
Well, no,
I watched.
You finished the
Essential Guide plus the end of season 10 of Vanderpump Rules. I did it. And you know what?
You made that?
We're good as gold. Oh, yes. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Okay, so.
You're into it now, right? I've been begging you to watch this show. And all of you, too.
Okay, what I will say, Adam is so horny for this show. Like, way more than I am about it. Like, I think it's, like, good, I got it. But he's like, this is one of the best shows that has ever been on TV. It's amazing.
I'm telling you.
And okay, so the whole reason why we didn't start watching it was because I was like, okay, we know we have to start watching the Scandival thing, but like, I don't know if I can watch 10 to 11 seasons to get caught up. Like, that's going to take us forever.
You should. There's so much lore.
Well, hold on. So we did the essential Scandival viewing guide, which you could like Bravo. It's Bravo endorsed and created, which says a lot. There was a point in time we finished the arc of watching it. So I think there's like 10 or 15, maybe like 10 Vanderpump episodes, and there's 2 Watch What Happens Live episodes, and then you watch the rest of season 10 Scandival.
Yes, that's how I went into season 11, like the exact, because I was getting ready for.
Okay. Yes. So I would recommend, because this is why I haven't been watching it. I'm like, oh my God, like I can't 11 seasons, but I can do a guide. I can knock this out. This is short. It's so good. And it's going to make the rewatch, I think, even better.
I agree
because
with
we'll
that.
be catching these things.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a point in time when Adam, like, we had this like divide. He's like, well, shit, like now I wish we were watching it like as it went, because to his point, we're watching it and we're like, okay, like they're really giving it to Raquel here, which they should, because I do think she is a sociopath. I don't think she has any feeling inside at all.
Yeah, that might be true. Her affect,
not her fault.
Her
Like,
affect is very weird.
Yeah, and I think it's how she was raised. Because wasn't it like she has a biological older sister, but then like she has like a sister mom.
Her aunt raised her, but then she doesn't fuck with her mom. It's one of those.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe that's why. Whatever. But watching it, we're like, okay, like enough. Like you guys have been giving it to her now. She can keep getting it. Like I think she's.
Did you watch the reunions? They had you watch.
Oh yes.
Okay, because that's what you're going for.
Okay, let me just say it this way. The thing that we realize that we can't really appreciate is they were together 9 years, Ariana and Tom.
Yeah.
We watched this in a weekend. So it seems like, okay, maybe they were together like a year or two. But it's like, no, if we go back and rewatch it, a 9-year relationship.
She just didn't want to get married, but like they were
yeah.
married.
Right. Yeah. This is a long relationship. We're just seeing it in like really sped up time. So it doesn't seem like as deep, significant as a relationship as it really is.
They got into the relationship with a cheating scandal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the first thing. Then it was really clear that like Rachel, she is living her life in like a show. Like she is seeing everyone as if they are on a show, but they're like, no, like we're real people too. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I think she just has this disconnect.
Raised in like beauty contests. Is that what it's called? Pageants.
Yeah, like she doesn't get what like reality is. Like I don't think she has a personality. There's just nothing behind it.
No, I agree. Now look, this is how I started it. It was exactly the way you did, because I wanted to catch up before, because I heard about Scandival. I'm like, why does anyone give a shit about this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, a man cheated on a woman. Wow. But
right.
So that's why I did. And then I do think you will appreciate the whole, because now there's so much of that, but a really fascinating season. Each season you start and it's like, oh my God, this happens. But the seasons where she comes in with James and she's James's girlfriend for a while, it's just like, it's so wild to watch. It's the best reality show.
Well, yes, she just has no personality. There's just like nothing there. She
and he's dating her.
Whoever she's
dating
around.
her for that reason. At one point, she wants to get her nose fixed, and he's like, "I'm not going to date if you fuck it up. Like, I don't want to date an ugly girl." She's like, "Are you just dating me for my looks?" And then he says in a talking head, he's like, "What? I'm attracted to her because she's like so funny and smart. Come on, give me a break now." Like he's like,
well,
like it's fast. And James,
there's not much. Also, James, look in the mirror.
James,
he's hideous.
Schwartz. I don't know. All the men are awful. Schwartz is maybe, I guess, the best because he's like,
okay. Schwartz, Schwartz has a brain. He's smart.
He is smart, but
he could be an everyday guy. Like he could be my neighbor. He just happened to be on this TV show. Like a Sheena and a Lala, like they wanted to be on a TV show. That's why they live in LA. Like they want to be on TV.
Sheena, your most hated character. Sheena is
now. Hold on a second. I actually kind of like Sheena. What am I? However, this is where I was like, I almost don't want to say what I think of people because I realize I have only seen like this section.
She's not really as involved in a lot of this stuff. Sheena will sleep with your boyfriend right now.
Sheena will?
Sheena will, yeah.
Okay, see, I've only seen Sheena falling in love with a man who is nodding off asleep.
Shay.
The first time we meet him, I texted you like, oh, okay, so what's up with this guy? Like,
you know that
is he slow or is he completely high?
They're about to get divorced, and she calls him over and is like, "Hey, the cameras are going to be here, but we're going to make up on camera, and I'm going to give you another chance." And then he shows up, and she's like, and she serves him with divorce papers. It's so fucked up, and he's like, "What?" And she's like, "We're done." She's horrible. She's a nightmare. She's one of those girls, and she has said this several times. I don't really have a lot of girlfriends. I feel more comfortable around guys. It's like, well, the guys all talk shit about you behind your back. Really.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen all that part. Like,
you'll
actually, we kind of like Sheena.
You won't.
I figured that, and that's why I was like, like, I know Sheena's probably not the kind of girl I like. Like, I'd be like, oh.
Now, it's interesting. Oh, sorry.
In the episodes we've seen, she hasn't really done anything like egregiously gross, but we don't like her. Adam likes Brandy for some reasons, but he's only seen like the first 3 seasons of Beverly Hills. That's why. And he's like, I don't like what she did to Brandy. I'm like, well, wait till you see what Brandy does.
Yeah, Brandy's the worst too.
She's worse.
It's interesting for you guys to be watching this in this current day of Jax, and like Jax actually coming out as truly the most despicable man, maybe on.
That's what I want to get into, because we've met Brittany. We've met Brittany. They have not, or maybe they're married, but they're like off the show.
Date night. Rotten Hale. James.
Okay. I do want to mention, so Good as Gold was like,
it's kind of a banger though.
It is a banger. And you know what? She did say, I know I'm not a good singer. I like to perform. Like,
I appreciate that. But I don't
actually good.
She's terrible. But the
song, like, at least she's not getting up there being like, no, I have a really good voice, you guys. Like, this is good. I'm making an album. I'm gonna make it. I'm going on tour. So that was ridiculous, but we kind of loved it. This one, where I believe this is Sandoval.
Yeah, no, I know what that is. That's where
Jax
he tries to set
in the forehead.
He tries to set up a joke there, like, but he gets his adrenaline is too high to like land it. But he's planning on going up to him and going, Jax, so it looks like you just don't really feel bad. You don't feel anything. And that's what his point was. And then Jax was supposed to say, no, I don't. And then Tom was supposed to say, well, can you feel this? Yeah. But it's
like the Aviva Drescher when she launched the leg.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing real about me is this leg.
That was better executed than this Tom thing, because Tom really loves to perform, but like his adrenaline was too high to really land it. But it's so funny. He's such a doofus.
Oh my God. I mean, we were like, we went back. We're like, did he just land it right smack in the middle of his forehead?
Yeah. And then they just let them both back on the show. They're best friends again the next season.
Okay, so that's my question. So I was like, that would never fly in Real Housewives. You lay hands, you're done.
Oh, you can lay hands all over. I think everyone's been. Stassi slaps Kristen.
Yes, she did. Stassi's pretty horrible.
I love Stassi,
but she was like the voice of the show. I get it.
I also love Lala.
Did she really name her son Sosa?
Yeah. Her daughter's actually pretty cute.
I can't wait to get into the Randall stuff. I wanted to bring up
the braid. Yes, everyone talk. This is lore. Everyone, all the comments will say, it was Ariana and that braid against the world for that season. Because it was.
Okay. And it was like, wasn't this like the first time we see her too? Or one of the first times? It's not
like 2012 though.
Cute. We all know what she was trying to do, right?
Yeah.
But then, girls, when in doubt, don't do the braid along your head. I have tried probably thousands of times.
I'll do it every so often.
Very difficult to pull off. This is season 2. Also season 2. Reunion look on Ariana was so rough, as it was on everyone. And this is where this was fun to explain to like a Bravo newbie, where I'm like, oh, okay, so this is their first reunion. As you'll see, the set, low budget lights.
At Sir. The first few seasons.
And then you see like the Scandival, the season 10 reunion. And then I'm like, I'm a disgusting asshole when it's like someone new watching Bravo. I'm like, so you see season 10. If you remember what I told you, remember about this reunion set?
Did you watch all of those? Just you mentioning that reunion, I got like a full body chill, because those reunions are so... It's like what you earn.
It was like a 3-part, and then there was a like a unedited, unaired, and then there's another one, unseen clips. It just keeps going.
Because they got to go back and find all this, the storyline they were going with, which was like Schwartz dating Raquel. They like halfway through the season, they like had to dump that. And then they got to go back and just find all this footage that they didn't think meant anything. I think it's so cute to watch you like learning all these things that we all just make, like the braid. Everyone just knows about the braid, but it's so cute to watch you like see them. Yeah, we would say Amazon.com.
That's right.
Great shirt.
Kristen.
Jodie, we love her. Everyone loves her.
Do we?
Yeah. you will.
Like, I feel like, has she been fired or quit?
Yeah.
In just the like, I think there's 3 episodes in season 1, 2. And in just those 3 episodes, I think she had 1,000 meltdowns, quit and was fired.
Yeah, right. She's relatable
12 dozen times. Yeah. When does she go? When does she come around? Or when does she...
John's here, my co-host for Pod in the City. John, Jodie watched the guide for Vanderpump Rules, like all of those like catch-up guides, and now she's in it, baby. So now we're all talking about Vanderpump.
I'm good as gold. Yeah. I was thinking maybe for Halloween, I'm just gonna tell you because I won't be able to pull this off. I was gonna be Sheena's gold shorts for Halloween, but I just don't know how I would do that.
You just be Sheena.
I was just gonna paint myself gold and then put on high tops because she had those horrible high tops on.
I'm trying to think of other things. Yeah, we like Kristen. Well, here's the thing: you gotta every time you rewatch it. Yeah, she's come a long way.
Like Kristen,
because I find
she's
her relatable.
Miserable. She loves being miserable.
Yeah, but you have to watch it knowing. Are the Miami girl episodes in there? That girl that looks like Amber.
Oh, wait, that looks like what?
Amber Portwood. She looks like thin Amber Portwood.
She looks like thin, full coverage post breakout Amber Portwood, like where it's like way too much full coverage, light powder, like tap 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 tap.
Yeah,
but she's now oiled over, which is fine. Been there, will be probably in an hour. But yeah, this girl, obviously they fucked. Obviously Sandoval knew they fucked, and obviously he told Ariana. But Ariana was like any other woman. What are you gonna do now?
Yeah. You give him one
defend him.
Yeah. It won't happen again, surely. No. It was just that one time. There's so many nuances that you can't just do one watch of the show either. You have to go. Yeah. I've rewatched the whole show, 11 seasons, like 4 times already.
And can I just say, if you are watching this, any of you, if anyone has watched this with a straight man in the room, did you find yourself at any point just turning and looking at him? Like I would find myself just looking at Adam, starting to see, like, I want to see what his reaction to this is. But then somehow I was in the show feeling that, projecting it like on him. I was like, yeah, that is what you guys do. Yep.
Here's the most important question. What are your thoughts on Katie? Because she's my queen. I've never disagreed with anything Katie's done, except for the hair, but I've had some hair journeys myself.
She's boring as fuck. Why? The only reason she was there was because Schwartz was dating her, and Schwartz gave her some. She stayed around because people were like, well, I mean, if Schwartz is dating her, she must be like smart or funny or something, because like he is like with it. I have somewhat respect for him.
This is your take on Katie
at this point.
Schwartz? That's a wild take, but
I think she's boring as fuck. I would literally rather watch paint dry than watch anything Kristen does or listen to anything Kristen has to, or I'm sorry, Katie has to say. Boring.
I'm fascinated to hear your take once you've actually watched the whole thing, because I can't imagine you getting to the end and then being like, I don't like Katie. Except Justine hates Katie. So
she's boring. There's nothing. If you plucked her out of the show, nothing in the show would change.
I totally disagree. You haven't seen anything.
What does she do?
Have you met Tequila Katie? Amy said she does so much. She's major, and she's also major when in the Scandival season for when the Schwartz and Raquel listen.
Okay, did Schwartz and Raquel ever
No,
like,
that was all
kiss or
total,
hook
that
up?
was all fake to like hide
Okay.
the scandal. And people think that they were
Got it.
dating even like before when she was still with James. Which they
Oh,
were.
probably.
Yeah.
I would think so. I think Raquel thinks this is like a high school reality show. Like this is like The Hills or something.
It's way better. Mary says, we don't have Peacock. I've never seen any of these. I can't justify the cost for 1 or 2 shows. Honestly, Vanderpump is so rewatchable that
And Peacock is
worth
great
it.
because there's like Dateline and
SNL.
there's tons of other stuff besides Bravo stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to go back. We're going to do a full rewatch of it.
Do it.
Would you recommend we like keep going like season 11 or just jump back and fill in the gaps?
No, nothing really happened. Season 11 really peters out. So yeah, now that you've seen Scandal and those reunions, go right back to the beginning. Oh man.
Okay.
You will see. I'm so jealous of you and all of you out there who haven't seen it yet. Go.
Can I tell you like this running theory that like I would love it? Obviously it's not going to hit. This is my fan fiction theory that I want to put out there, and I want it to go, Michael. I want it to go viral. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
What if? Oh God, what's his name? What's his name?
Tom
the
Sanford.
one with the Peter.
Oh, yeah, Peter. Oh yeah, that
yeah,
guy.
exactly. Remember Peter?
He's kind of a sleazeball too. Yeah.
I think Peter is like the Oz of this whole thing. In the last episode, we're going to see like a pull behind. We're going to see a curtain pulled, and it's going to be Peter, and he's going to be in the background, and he's going to be like the puppet master. And he was just, he was masterminding this whole thing.
The show is over though.
What?
The
show's over.
The show's over. It's canceled. That's not what it is. Yeah.
There's no more after season 11?
They thought it's a whole new cast now, so it's like not the same show. It's over. Peter's not on it either.
Oh, well, I mean, fine, but that's my whole point. Like, Peter is such a non-part of the show. Like, what if he has been like the game master? He's like the Mr. Beast of this whole
You're not going to think that the more you get to know. Peter desperately wants to be a main cast member and like he can't get in there. I feel like they should end the show with pulling back and it's Peter looking at Sir in a
snow globe. That's what I mean. Like, and then he wakes up and was all Peter's dream.
Sure.
And like Sheena is really like the single mom who works 2 jobs. Like she's a crossing guard. She's got summer moon honey on her hip, you know.
Do you know about Brock yet?
Lala's like a toll collector. You know what I mean? Like we're seeing it like it was all in fucking Peter's mouth.
Oh, I would like that actually. What do you think of Brock?
Oh, and his baby teeth?
You're gonna hate Brock. Like, he's such a piece of shit. He's such a piece. They're all pieces of shit though. They're all of them. Schwartz.
Why is Brock a piece of shit? Is it because he has 2 babies in his other countries?
Yes, that is why. He also has a DP charge from his ex-wife, and that's why he can't see the babies.
Now is Anna. We like the way that Sheena spells her name. Yana. Just Sheena.
Oh yeah.
She has the most stupid way to spell Sheena.
Yeah.
Anna.
Yeah, you gotta hack it up.
Sheena. Brock. Okay, so why does Brock have like the little baby teeth? Where did he come from?
Australia and New Zealand? No, Australia.
And they're still together.
Yeah, because they're both thirsty to be on TV, but I think that marriage is terrible. But they're both like they both get off on like being on The Valley together as like side characters. Now they're both on The Valley as side characters, and Brock's hair is dyed blonde. Okay, but anyway.
What? Ew.
Yeah, you gotta.
And where's Kristen? Kristen.
She just had a baby. Everyone likes Kristen now. She's actually been to therapy
we do like
and
her.
done actual work. Yeah, you'll like her.
Well, she did come back. She went over to Ariana's house and they like burned and did some sage shit or something.
Yeah.
But we do. Okay, so she has like a redemption. She doesn't always seem crazy. Although, I mean, Sandoval was making her crazy.
That's the thing, is that you watch Kristen and she is acting crazy, but I'm like, but she wants everyone else to see that she's not crazy, that he is actually doing all this. So
but she was also that girl that keeps going back, and you're like, I am not going to keep doing this every time you go back to him, and then you hate him, and then you come back and you're bitching and complaining, and then you go back.
She's also in her like mid-20s though when the show starts, so you have to think of it that way. Now she's like,
it's all happening.
Sheena, I mean, I can't wait to hear your journey. So we'll catch up on that through the summer. Everyone else jump in. Maybe I'll start watching it again too after I'm done.
So go back to season 1. Start filling in the gaps.
I'll go right now.
Okay.
There we go. We talked about that for how long? 25 minutes.
Well, I loved it.
Very great.
Thank you.
All right.
What's baby named Kaya? I'm just catching up on the comments and seeing what's going on, what everyone's saying about VPR. Okay, so I wasn't the only one. Okay, if you haven't seen it, I will say, I mean, Amanda, like I was a holdout. Like I am not watching this fucking show.
Oh yeah, by the way, as maybe I should
do the essential watch.
Me and John are recapping it right now. We're on our Patreon, but we just did season 3. It's called You Don't Know Jax, and Jax is a real monster in it. And this was 15 years ago. Jax. Great. One last thing. I didn't put a picture for this, but Olivia Colman, aka Mrs. Kickstand,
yes,
on TikTok has,
and that's a compliment, by the way. We're not just saying her.
We just always
that's her celebrity doppelganger for sure.
What is she? You can go ahead, Jodie.
She posted that Garrick Merrifield from Seeking Sister Wife has been spotted with a new wifey, and new wifey is pregnant. Garrick.
I don't even feel bad for Den and Janelle anymore.
No.
You're complicit, and it's really gross. Oh yeah. May I recommend Jackson Brittany Take Kentucky? That might be too dark to watch now, knowing what we know now.
Yeah, no, the Merrifields and Danielle, she loves this.
She loves it.
It serves her for some reason.
Too. Yeah.
And Garrick,
So, but it seems like they're probably gearing up for another season. So I can't wait till that show comes back. Holy shit. That's a great show.
Garrick is actually probably like Raquel. Like he thinks this is just a TV show. Like, I'll get married to new small wife and we'll have baby. This actually has implications to real people in your real life. I can't believe they're doing that to their kids. Like they've already had how many women in and out that they have been going to bring here? 3?
Miss Burt. Oh, by the way, Bakerface here has set up a Discord channel for us. Makes me a little nervous. It'd be nice over there, but there is a Discord, so you can join the Discord.
No idea, but I'll do some research and
find. Yeah, I think if you go to our Facebook page, she has posted about it, and then there's a link in there to join it.
Yeah,
popping off. All right, are we ready for Browntown?
Yes.
All right. Yes. Let's go. I of course wasn't ready. We got some really good stuff this week. We're Browntown. I'm excited.
Browntown. Everything's waiting for Pooh.
Oh, you did change the background. I was about to too. Okay, great. Wow.
We changed the bananas. All right. So Brown. 'Tis the town. Okay.
We have so much stuff here right now.
Sorry, I just get a thrill and I'm giggling to myself thinking about Janelle gearing up for the 4th of July holiday.
Oh, she's going to go full Americana. Oh, she's going to be wearing red, white, and blue. Okay.
Hashtag first NC adventure 7-4 for 4th of July. Like it'll mean nothing.
You guys, the trajectory of Janelle's antics this week is just like the most heartwarming shit. Like it was just when the last like reveal pops up, when I sent it to Jodie, like the smile on my face was like ear to ear. But let's really quickly, Christine is it's all MLM all the time this summer, baby. It's all revenue, baby. So it's all about our
content, baby.
But we got Christine and her book has arrived. This is actually cute. And you know what?
Yeah.
This video David's taking this video. And again, let's not give men applause for just being nice people, but it is nice to see him being like, hey babe, like, what do you got there? And just because Cody would never have done that for her.
This is so freaking cool. I mean, your book with your picture on the cover, it's amazing.
She is doing the audio. Is that correct? There's an audio. I think she is doing the reading for the audio version. But since you're going to have to hear it in our voices, because we will be obviously recapping this. If you guys don't know, we recapped all of Becoming Sister Wives a few years ago on this show.
And Carly, I think, are doing that now too.
They are. They're doing Becoming.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious. They just finished Mary's first chapter.
Yeah.
Mary's got some good stuff this week too. Actually, speaking of which, let's get into Mary and end with Janelle. I didn't pull anything from Instagram because now it's just like we're not in the season anymore. So like all the comments are just, you should kill yourself. All right. So Mary, let's gear up to the big reveal. But her renovations, here's another sneak peek of her renovation. Okay. Mary, you're pissing me off.
White subway tile.
All right. Like this
cool.
Better blow my mind when you reveal what this is.
Like this is nothing. Like this is bullshit. No one fucking cares, or like it's very presumptuous. Like
this better be like Disneyland when
I know you really want to see it. I'm just teasing with it. We don't want to see your we don't actually want to see this, Mary. Save your basic ass white subway
I spend exactly 0 seconds every day thinking about Mary's renovation in Parowan. Mary.
Yeah. You burned us once when we wanted to know what the carriage house, like we barely wanted to know what it looked like, by the way. And you just
they were breadcrumbing us
that whole time. Not doing it again.
Mary posted a little inspirational thing here. I showed it to Jodie right before we started here. We both almost puked. Here's Mary's wise words of advice for this week.
This is
egregious.
Go ahead, Amanda.
Surround yourself with women who fight for you in rooms you're not in.
Hey, bitch, you want to tell your fucking dead tooth self that when you went over to Cody and Robyn's and told them, yeah, Janelle's been like saying that like she doesn't trust you guys and like things with the land, like I should really take care of myself because you guys are gonna screw me over.
Or all four parts of the reunion that was filmed more recently than that. I can't believe she would post that. That's a crazy thing to post when you're married.
How about you do that, bitch? Like,
yeah.
I'm saying, but I mean, as she's wearing a worthy up shirt.
Yeah. It's really upsetting because you are the definition of somebody that you've shown us for however 19 seasons that second that person leaves the room, you're talking shit on them.
Yeah.
I do agree with the sentiment. We should surround ourselves with women, but people that don't talk about you behind your back. But Mary, honey.
Yeah.
Read the room. She doesn't think that about herself, though. Okay, here's another thing. Mary's out just chilling and having fun, good conversations while sitting in the car in the driveway. I guess that's what happens when renovations are happening and the house is literally gutted. An air-conditioned car and 2 seats next to each other for the win at Amber Malin. I think this woman was on a couple episodes. I remember like that name. Again, they're really teasing this renovation here. Fine. Let's talk about the big news item of the week. It was blowing up all of our fucking algorithms this week, right? Several. We finally got to the reveal of Salty Birches. Right? I mean, we've all seen they didn't just release one. You know how you can a bunch of episodes before you
these are podcast episodes.
This is what it is. They're just going to
Amanda and I are doing yeah, exactly. We're not sure.
We're still not sure. We're still not sure what Where the Up is. We're not sure what Salty Birches is. We don't know what this is. But now, okay, as somebody,
we do know that they have 2 white sheets hanging in the background, though.
They do. They're not even. There's a huge slit in between. But the microphones, I looked up if you can buy Blue Yeti because everyone uses these Blue Yetis. Yeah, you can't not have a cord in it, right? They're not plugged in, is what I'm saying. Is that correct? Do you have a cord?
Oh my God!
yours,
Wait,
right?
let me see. Yeah. Oh God, I didn't even notice that.
Oh, there's a whole again. You know how? Sorry, I got off track.
Is this like wireless technology? Or
no, because I don't think
can't
they sell
imagine.
these. I looked it up. I don't think they, unless I'm wrong, but I need a new Blue Yeti mic, and I was looking for a wireless one because that's why my shit keeps turning off. And I don't think they exist. I think that they just have them there for like show, and we're just using audio from like the room and whatever. Free Fallen is filming it, and he's just doing the audio from his camera.
And it goes on Instagram.
I don't know, but they've dropped all the episodes at the same time. So I've seen a whole bunch of different clips, but one of them.
But the episodes aren't like episodes. They're like clips, right?
But it seems like they're being pulled out of a longer
something
episode. But there's a whole a clip that I saw, a relentlessly long clip, where Mary's mic keeps falling. And then Jen like helps her fuck with it for a while about like, oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And I'm like, well, no, because your mic's not plugged in.
Well, no, because it's a microphone.
You can like see it's the exact same mic that we both have. And that little black thing at the bottom there, you plug something into it. So I don't
actually, if they even read the directions, you're not supposed to like tilt it towards your face like that.
No.
In like singular mode. Anyway, my God. Okay.
I did pull a clip though. It's about, hang on. This caption.
Actually, why aren't they recording in front of like that brick wall or something instead of two hanging sheets?
Somebody said somebody said it looks like they're in prison because they're both just wearing.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So this is the clip I'm going to play, but the caption for it says, trying to get on SNL like it's a brunch wait list. Nicole said 6 months. I could have learned 3 accents and invented a new character by then. Tell me what sketch I should do. This must be Jen talking. Tag someone who needs to see this, to be continued. Hashtag Salty Fridays. Hashtag Let Me on Stage. So this clip I'm about to play is about Jen and Mary both thinking that it's crazy that Jen is not on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's been saying that.
Everyone. Let's see.
So funny.
Welcome
to another edition of
Salty Birches. I read an article about SNL, and now I want to go on SNL. So if anyone knows anyone who knows anyone who can get me on Saturday Night Live, I want to go.
You know, I work for it.
I tried with them.
Nationally syndicated
Nicole
network. You're calling you out, Nicole.
You're supposed to get me on there. Apparently, there's like a 6-month wait list or something. Anyways, I'm very upset about it.
Fine.
Okay.
These upside down. Are these the right way?
It's been a long time since you've seen one of those, hasn't it? Just not sure how it goes.
Never seen one that size.
It's unfortunate. Sometimes it's about how you move it.
You know what? You're making me blush.
It has been a long time since she's seen one of these. She just wants to play with it. This just in. Mary Brown wants to play with her stick. Do you like it?
And the laughing continues for another 20 minutes.
Why did she say stick? Where did the stick come into play? Like, they're trying so hard to make everything like sexual, even when it doesn't make sense to be a sexual joke. And then when she's like, and play with her stick. Well, that would be funny if like she had a stick on the table, or like, what the fuck am I doing?
Someone needs to tell them that the joke is less funny if you laugh at it after. Like, your jokes will land better if you.
Well, no, the jokes just are. They're wait, hold on. They're just not jokes.
They're not jokes.
You don't need to laugh because they're just not jokes.
Things will land better if you let it breathe and let everyone else react instead of you immediately laughing too hard at your own joke. The 6-month waiting list for SNL, I'm like, you think that's what it is?
Yeah,
is that the process you think it is?
You think
you get on a waiting list? It's like an open call.
Do you think this is like open table where you could just put in a resi and then show up for Lorne Michaels in 6
so
months?
Annoying to me, who like is so obsessed with SNL, and I know the process of even getting like a preliminary, like a scout will come out and see you in an improv show, and then
hey, Jen, name a cast member. Go.
Yeah,
any cast member in history. Go.
Name a comedian. Not even on SNL. Name
an infamous musical guest performance. Go. Any.
Oh my God. Lastly for Mary, she also did, I had to do this one too. She had a big week. She did somebody asked her in an interview what she would say to her younger self if she could meet them. And you'll never guess her answer because it actually shocked my system.
What's one truth you want them to know?
If I could sit down with my younger self, I feel like I would want to be careful about what I would want her to know, because all the things that she didn't know that she now is learning are true and authentic to her and who I am. And I like who I am. And had I not had all those experiences, I wouldn't be who I am. So I think I'd want to be really super careful about what I said to her, but also I would want her to know that it's okay to be her and it's okay to feel the feelings. But also learning how to feel those feelings is part of the process that made me me. So I'm not 100% on that one if I'd want her to know.
A great answer of not actually answering the question, but like, it's kind of a crazy thing. I was saying this to Jodie earlier.
It's basically saying, I wouldn't, she just said, I wouldn't do anything differently.
No, I'd want her to go through all. I see the sentiment of like,
no, I'm glad I didn't know anything. I'm glad I knew nothing.
I'm glad no one warned me. Because like, I agree that everything that happened in my life has led me here, but I think I could have still arrived here if I told myself, don't date Radu, don't drink. I'm sure I could have still ended up in this spot way earlier, actually. I think I would have warned myself.
Look back. Okay, set myself up in a position where I was not completely dependent on someone else bringing income on, like into the home. So I was stuck in a bit. Like there's tons of different things that Mary could have said.
But no, I would be careful to let her know anything because I want her to live an authentic life of what misery. You wouldn't tell her to leave Cody the second he met Robyn. You wouldn't tell her that.
Go back to school. I really love school. That's something that I wish I would have finished. I know
when you signed up for it.
She could have even like really just like done a cop out and been like, grown in my faith earlier and know where I really stood on things. Or she could have gone really like ways that didn't even sound that great, but better than she did.
Leave during the catfish would be maybe because she was stagnant for then 10 years after that. Leave during the catfish.
Yeah.
Maybe still do the catfish because that's probably a good lesson to learn. Maybe don't do the banana. Maybe don't touch the banana.
Yeah. This is how you know Mary has actually done no therapy or reflection besides coming across, Mel Robbins, what is it, like Glennon Doyle or whatever. She's done nothing because what she just said was, don't get a
legal divorce. Everyone in the comments.
I like where I am right now. And I'm so happy right now. It's worth being miserable for like 55 years till I got to this point. I wouldn't have wanted to be happy earlier. The fuck?
How happy is she either? Like, I feel like she's still kind of in a transitional stage. So you could have been doing this in your 30s as opposed to your 50s. You could have been going through this exact same healing process.
And it makes no sense for us to then listen to her advice because she's telling everyone, hey, know your value and worthy up. Well, you're saying that you wouldn't have even listened to that because you had to go through all of that to now be strong.
People were giving her advice for so many years to leave Cody and she didn't. So yeah, I guess she's taking her own advice here. Is just, no, I'm just going to blindly walk through my life and let things just kind of happen.
Yeah.
Infuriating. Let's move on to Janelle, who's actually doing it right here. Yeah, Janelle. Okay, you put something in here. I don't know what this is.
I did.
Okay.
So I went to Janelle's Instagram and
as we do.
I don't know my way around Instagram that well, but
Me neither.
I know Janelle could probably take one of my tutorials because I just want to show that this is her Instagram. It's just Janelle Brown. She's got her little blue check mark. And you see her grid down there. And then there's just one little, what do you call that? Like a little group, it says scary scam.
It's like a story.
Else.
It's like when you want to pin a story. But we know this tracks because her goal in life is to teach people about these scams. So she's like, I'm going to pin this shit to my Instagram. Just that.
The only thing pinned just says scary scam. And the picture is her with no makeup, like doing almost like a no hate coalition, sort of thing. Like,
so cute. Just so cute.
Scary scam.
Oh, and like
she posted like what, a year ago,
And it's followed by the Sister Wives Professor and reality TV pod. That's you, Jodie.
Oh,
that's your whole podcast that I
don't know. It just brought me such joy. I'm sorry. It just it just really made me laugh because it's like just such a mom thing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh God, mom still got that scam thing. Remember like 2 years ago when she got scammed during COVID?
It's important. I got scammed last year, and luckily I had no money in my bank account. I was like overdraft.
Scary. Scary scam.
Oh, you call the number. Sorry. Call the number on the back of your car. Okay, here we go. Janelle's got a big week here. We got some vegetables. This morning's pickings. The tomato, you can't see them. Text is covered all of it. But tomatoes are starting to come in. I've never grown okra before and figured out the timing of when to pick it, so it's not too big. It's something I'm still working on. No period. And tomatillo plants are heavy producers.
And no, without a doubt, there is. I'll put my entire life savings, which is not much, down on the fact that Janelle went ham at Lowe's and bought so many fucking tomatillo plants. And she's like, oh, these are small. It'll be great. We'll just fill up their whole, they're small. And it is like fucking tomatoes akimbo out there. And you know how I know that? Guess who else bought 2 tomato plants this year?
You guys are like in sync.
I'm just going to put in these 2 plants. We got this little planter thing. Everyone here fucking grows shit. I'm like, okay. These things, Amanda, it rained for like 3 days straight here. I went out there. I will take a picture and post it on here.
Wow.
Full Janelle. I have no idea what to do. It is probably 4 feet tall, all fucking over the place. I can't find any little tomatoes on there, but I know what Janelle's going through because when they start bearing fruit, the entire neighborhood will be eating tomatoes off these 2 plants. So if I know Janelle's going to be harvesting. She's going to be making some green chili.
That's what I was going to say. Hopefully there's a part 2 where we see what she makes with all the okra. This is
some potatoes in a cup.
In a week, this whole bowl is just going to be this moldy food. Here we go. Here she is on a plane on the road again. June has been a crazy travel month. It calms down a lot after this next week or so. Trip to SLC for my nephew's wedding, then quick overnight stop in Vegas, and finally a stop in what's VA? Vermont? Virginia.
Virginia.
Look at me go. Wow. Janelle Road, here we go. And
wait, I sure hope she didn't bring her new water bottle on that flight.
Oh, she learned her lesson. She had that new Happy Face one.
Yeah.
Now we got
Intermountain Janelle. Wait, hold on. Before you read anything, Amanda.
Yeah.
I love this photo because exactly 50% of the photo is the back windshield of a minivan.
Yeah. Most of it.
In the distance.
Yeah.
Building that says Maverick on it. Got it. Okay.
It's mostly covered by text at that point, but it says and it says Maverick. Intermountain West friends, if you know, you know. I miss Maverick. We have Sheets and now Wawa, but they aren't quite Maverick, in my opinion. That is if you want to take 10 Janelle Instagram posts.
Who's Janelle?
This is would be a contender for sure.
Yeah.
A couple more of these would be too also. Now,
wait, what is Intermountain West? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Does it mean like mountains in the middle?
I assume it's like
western area of the United States.
All right, we're tracking this. So we mentioned last week she went to the Blueberry Festival, right? And the very last picture, with the quick picture that I got a clip of, was her little blueberry earring and then a piece of her sunglasses, which we commented on. So here she is now. Close up sunglasses. Getting a walk in this morning. This time of day, it looks like this is very early, 6, which is my time of day. So getting a walk in this morning. I love North Carolina, but there's always a place in my heart for the desert. Intermountain West. Okay. So fine. We posted this. I sent this to Jodie, and Jodie's like, God, those sunglasses are really making an appearance.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, she posts this. People have been noticing my sunglasses from my picture. They weren't expensive. I think I got them a year or 2 ago from Lane Bryant. but I love them. They fit my current life.
Who knew? They're just fun.
Also, she's not answering the question. I think I got them at Lane Bryant. So there you go.
Years ago. A year ago. Might have been 2.
They're great sunglasses. I love them. I have sunglasses that look like this.
I do. Now, if we can just, I'm going to pop back to this one. And what you and I picked up on, why this is just so Janelle, is I'm going to guess everyone else's eyes are just zooming in right on that earbud that we see, right?
Oh, yeah. You were on these earbuds.
Because so I know Janelle has like the earbuds, they're in the wrong ear, right? It's like sticking out the wrong direction. I feel like they're in the wrong ear, and total Janelle here. You can tell that she has her hair's kind of blown around. She's put the earbuds in, then the sunglasses. So there is like hair. I got to do it right now. Hair under her earbud, in her ear, and then her sunglasses are like hair kind of
hair,
in and out over.
I want to like take a comb and like comb up my hairs right now.
Or your finger and just go. And get, But you gotta love it because it's Janelle. She doesn't care.
She's having a great time. Look, she's having. Okay, I'll click it. There we go. Okay. Lastly, we're gonna hang out with Robyn for a second, but this is fun because we are currently doing the episodes on our Patreon where they are about to move to Flagstaff. Like they move like next episode, which we're like recording right after this,
and it almost kills them to not talk about moving during Aspyn's wedding.
Yeah,
most difficult thing they've ever done.
Anxiety and an instant buyer's remorse from Cody. But we were like, at one point, Robyn's like, well, I got a 7-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, or whatever, 5.5 bath, or 5 and 3/4.
Christine's like, I found a place. It's 3-bedroom. I'm gonna buy it. It's 3-bedroom. We're gonna make it into a 4th. As we know, she didn't even have a fucking door on her room. And Janelle's like, I don't know, guess I'll like look in town, or I don't know, Garrison and Gabe and I can all share a bed. I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And then Robyn's like, so I found a 7-bedroom, 5 and 3/4 bath. Remember, she said 3/4 bath.
Yeah.
5 and 3/4 bath, 7-bedroom house that's for rent. And I haven't seen it yet. And I'm just going to go and I'm going to sign all the paperwork on it. And Janelle's like,
right.
7 bedrooms.
So we were like, what the fuck? But then Zulayska, she also posted this on our Facebook. I know that, like, I'm sure this has already been discussed, but since we're talking about it on our thing right now, and she said this to me, and she's like, these pre-COVID prices are wild because it's been found, the rental on Zillow and shit. And here it is. So I guess it was sold.
This was their first rental, Robyn's first.
The one that, if we remind you, Aurora had her panic attack when she was told she had to move to a larger mansion that they were now going to own.
Because she might have to switch schools if
but you don't have friends.
They moved there. Even the possibility, thinking about it.
When they got this, $3,500 a month. I could afford that house.
Wow.
I mean, not really, but like I could move and live there. So like that's pretty good. But then again, you have to think that like with adjustment,
that's a lot of money out of a family's budget for rent.
And aren't mortgages usually less than rent because you've had the down payment? Is that correct? I feel like mortgages are less than rents. I've never had them.
Depends how much you put down. Depends how much the house is.
The Browns mortgages, they put down nothing probably. They put down like $10.
I think
their mortgages are up here.
I would be shocked if they were able to put 20% down on anything. Yeah. But they can still get something. I mean, talk about like early 2000s. You could buy a house, not put anything down.
$3,500. So wow, good for them.
Which means their mortgage now is, I mean, what do you think their mortgage is now?
I think it was revealed what their mortgage is. Isn't it like $20,000 a month or something like that? I feel like, or it's a fever dream, but like that piece of information went flying through my head at one point over this winter. That's what their mortgage would be like in the teens, thousands.
Right. Well,
Jack
it could be, especially if they have like a bunch of loans rolled into that.
Yeah. Plus, child. I believe the child support get settled? I think it did.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we'll learn about that on the next season.
I mean, Cody can't really fight that. Like, it is a calculation.
Yeah.
Like, what do you make? What does Christine make? And that's it.
Also, we've seen you neglect your children for 19 seasons on TV, so you don't really have a leg to stand on. But Mary, in her way that she's doing with the renovation, she keeps going on that woman on TikTok. Is her name Jo? And they do like these live interviews. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
She's like a lesbian. She's got like that great.
Oh, yes.
She's been on with Mary a few times, and I actually kind of like that dynamic. And I'm like, Mary, you should be a lesbian. Like, let her bring you out of the fucking closet. Anyway,
fucking Sam is available, or Jackie
Overton.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, you could have just gone with that. But she did. I saw a clip where she was asking her, like, "Oh, is there going to be a season 20?" And Mary did her like she's with the renovation. I don't know if I could say anything. And then Jo was like, "Well, I've heard from like several sources that like we've seen Cody filming," and Mary's like, "I can't say anything. I don't know anything about that." I'm like, "You are so annoying." But anyway, there you go.
Yeah, she's a very weird little girl. She goes into this like, I'm a little girl, immature.
She did good on Tamron Hall, though. I think it depends on who she's talking to.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't
want a bigger audience, maybe. Yeah.
Do you think that if we interviewed Mary, we could get? I mean, we would ask the most.
That's flying too close to the sun. No,
it would be, but I think that I think we would actually ask questions. I would be totally fine asking her a question that would make her walk off set and end the interview.
Oh yeah, she would get mad at us and like end it.
Yeah, but I would love to ask it.
Yeah. Do you feel like you could? Would you have enough balls to like talk to Mary?
Yeah, I have like no respect for Mary at all. Janelle, I wouldn't be able to, or Christine. Robyn and Cody, I'm so scared of, like, just because they're so like sociopathic.
Yeah, I feel like Cody or Robyn's eyes would stare through.
Robyn would like steal my money somehow. It's too much. But
yeah, Mary, it'd be like looking. Well, it'd be like looking at a murderer in the eyes. Like, I just don't want it.
It would.
I don't want to know what it feels like.
Well, that's Browntown for this week. Yeah, great. Love
That'll
you guys.
do it.
And I didn't pull Instagram comments because none of them are that great right now. But if you guys want to go on and leave some funny Instagram comments, don't say our names in there.
Don't you dare
talk about us.
That's
it, guys. You want to do a little wrap up here, Jodie?
Yeah, of course. Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/TRP or TRPod, sorry. Or just easy links right there on the YouTube page. Easy links in your show notes. Remember to subscribe. It would be amazing if you could leave us a 5-star review on whatever podcast app you might be listening to. If you're watching, give us a little thumbs up, subscribe, leave us a comment. We're here every Monday, noon Central. Remember, next week, Kelly from Beyond the Blinds is going to be here.
Give us your topics. Give us some topics you want Kelly to tell us about. She will teach us.
Questions.
And then check out Pod in the City. Go over there now. Go do it. There's some really good shit over there. And yeah, check out our Patreon. We got RomCon tomorrow. Then Aspyn's Royal Wedding Part 2 on Wednesday. And then Girls Beach House on Thursday.
Girls.
Walter, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, Stacey?
It's so good. We love you guys.
You guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. And you know what? You are all adults. So
happy Canada, happy USA. Bye.
Bye. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment. And click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast. That's patreon.com/TRPod. And We Love to Hate TV. Patreon.com/LoveToHateTV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.